Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Rudresh Pandey and I am going to discuss marketing management today. We will discuss what is marketing and some basic concepts of marketing. So, before I start with what marketing is, let me ask you one very simple question, and that is what is business? Because we all know marketing is something which is part of a business. So, what is business? Obviously, a lot of people will tell me and tell you also it's a commercial activity, it's an industrial or a professional activity. But let me give you a different view on business. For example, I am a manufacturer of this pen. And look at this pen. It has a body, a barrel, a grip. So it has a lot of plastic parts. It has a ink. It has a tip. So there are a lot of things. So let us consider that these parts cost something to me. For example, maybe this is costing me rupees 5 and the other things are also costing me, let's say, rupees 5. So the cost here for me is rupees 10. Apart from this, let's suppose I also do some expenses on marketing, transportation, selling, storing this good. So everything put together is again 10 more rupees. So what I am doing here is cost of my manufacturing is rupees 10 and cost everything else which is marketing, everything, and let's suppose my profit is also in that, and that is rupees 10. So everything is rupees 20 for me. Now if I go and sell this product below 20 rupees, will you consider this as a business? No, you will not, because you will say, no sir, you are not making money. So how can this be a business? Now if I tell you that I go and sell this product at rupees 100, that will make your eyes shine, because now you will say, yes, this looks a good business. So friends, what has happened? Just look at this. There was something which was I had put material of rupees 10. I had some expenses of rupees 10. So everything which I had put was rupees 20. But this 20 rupees when put together became rupees 100. Where? In the eyes of customer, because customer valued this pen at rupees 100 and that customer was ready to pay. Now if I ask you, what am I doing? Am I manufacturing pen? Am I marketing pen? No. Basically, I am creating value. I am creating this 80 rupees, 100 minus 20. So this was extra 80 rupees which I had created. Now this is what value creation. So every business can be defined as a creation of value. Now if you understand this thing, you can understand very easily what marketing is. Now let us look at some definitions of marketing. Definitions of marketing which are used in almost all the textbooks and different B schools. And so look at this. Look at this. This is a definition which is given by American Marketing Association. American Marketing Association says that marketing is an activity, set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, exchanging, offering that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large. So now if you look at this definition, the key term here is value. And what is that value? That value was the same value which I had told you in that pen example. That pen had costed me, for everything had costed me 20 rupees. But when I took it to market, showed it to the customer was ready to pay 100 rupees. So from where that 80 rupees extra is coming? That 80 rupees is the value which I have created, and marketing is all about this value. If you have understood this concept, you can understand marketing very easily. So look at this. Now we will look at one more definition, and this definition, friends, is given by one of the marketing gurus, Philip Kotler. Philip Kotler is something, or has a book called Marketing Management, which is studied all across the world for marketing as the first book of marketing. Now let us look at what definition Philip Kotler has given for marketing. So marketing is the art and science of choosing target markets, getting, keeping and growing customer through creating, delivering and communicating superior customer value. So this is what defines marketing. So marketing is all about this value which is being created in market, which is being created in business. Now look at this value in more deeper sense, that what this value is. Why someone is ready to pay 80 rupees more for something where I had put just 20 rupees of material or anything else. So let us look at. So here comes a concept which is called concept of needs. Needs is something which I need for to run my life or live. So needs, because I see I am a human being. I need lot of things to live happily in this world. I need food, I need clothes, I need home, I need shelter, but I also need friends. I also need entertainment. I also need car. I also need to go on vacations. I also need to have good time. So these are all my needs to live a effective and happy life. And for this needs, I am ready to pay something. When my needs are fulfilled, I am ready to pay some amount for it. And that amount is the value which that product is giving me for my need. For example, let us take a very simple example. I am hungry and I need to eat something. Now to eat something, I'm ready to pay something, and I'm ready to pay the money for which I want to satisfy one of my need. So someone there in the market is meeting my needs, and in that need fulfillment of mine, that person, that marketeer is making a profit, and that profit is something which we call as value. So the value is this which was created in the process of need fulfillment. Now look at few other concepts here. Now needs. So what are needs here? So needs, as I told you, are basic human requirement. This can be anything. This can be my shelter needs, my financial needs, my food needs, or anything. I want to show in the society that I am a very successful person. So that is also a recognition need which I have. Now when this need is targeted towards a specific product, for example, I am feeling hungry, but I want to eat burgers. Okay. So that my hunger, which was a need, has become a want because it is targeted towards a specific objective, burger. So understand the difference between need and a want. Need is something basic. It's not for basic products or basic needs. It can be for anything, but It is generic in nature, and I want to eat something because I am hungry, but I like burgers. So I want to eat a McDonald burger. And that is what my want is. So my need was hunger, but my McDonald's burger was a want. But when this want becomes a demand, now this is very interesting concept. You can ask, okay sir, you want to eat a McDonald burger, that's very good, but do you have money for it? I'll say, no, I don't have money for it. Hey, how will you buy that? I should have money for it. And that is where the marketeer, the shopkeeper, the person who's on the counter will be interested in me. He'll say, pay and I'll give you a burger. So that is where demand comes in. So demand is something where want has ability to pay. A person wants something, but he has the money to pay for that. So that is what demand. Now, there is one more concept here. Let us understand. We had seen what value was. Value had come from the need of the customer. Value came from the amount of money which the customer wanted to pay or was ready to pay to meet that need which that customer had. Now that is what we had called value, and that is where we had defined in all those marketing definitions that marketing is something which is going around this value, delivering, creating this value, delivering this value, communicating this value is all about marketing. Now there is a concept called value proposition. Now this is a very interesting concept. Value proposition is something which company is telling you that this is what value my product or my service or my idea has for you. Okay, and this is where your need will be fulfilled. So it's a proposition. It's a proposition from a company to the customer that this is what my product or my service can do for you. So this proposition is a set of basically a benefits which company is telling their customers that this is the benefit which you are getting from my product. For example, a mobile phone. I am a manufacturer of a mobile phone. I can tell you that my mobile phone has a great camera, and this camera will get you wonderful photographs, and that is the benefit of my product, and that becomes a value proposition for my mobile phone. And then you have something which is called satisfaction. This satisfaction comes from this value proposition which company had proposed or company had offered to the customer. Now what is satisfaction? Satisfaction was a expectation which the customer had set when that customer was buying that product or a service. For example, you go to a 5-star hotel and you need lot of neatness, cleanliness, and the service quality, you need lot of things. And if that service quality is not met, you are a dissatisfied customer. But let's say you go to a dhaba which is at the roadside. It is not that need which a 5-star hotel, but still you are a satisfied customer in a dhaba. You like the food because your expectation there was not as high as in a 5-star hotel. So customer satisfaction comes from the perceived performance or in relationship to the expectation of customers' expectations for that product or service. Now let us look at few more basic concepts of marketing. We have seen what value proposition is. There is a term which is used in marketing as offerings. Offering, please friends understand that whenever we are talking about that, what is it that company is offering to the customer? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it an idea? For example, why do you buy a Maruti car? You buy a Maruti car because it has a very vast service network. It gives you a resale value. So now tell me that you are buying a car or a resale value or a service network. Actually, you are buying a combination of this. And that is why in marketing we call offering to the products or service. So it's a offering, it's a bundle of a product, it's a bundle of a service, it's a bundle of lot of things which a company is offering to its customer. And then there is a concept of brands. So what is a brand? Brand is nothing but that offering is known by a name so that the customer can recognize from where that offering is coming, and that customer can see and differentiate from other offerings which other companies are giving. So basically a brand is just a name. We will go in all these concepts in details, but because we are just starting right now for what marketing is, we are just defining the basic concepts. Now let us look at what is marketed. What is marketed? Friends, please understand that it is not only some product or services which are marketed. There are a lot of things which can be marketed. In fact, there is a list of 10 things which I will give you that is marketed, and this is what is called as scope of marketing. Scope of marketing. What can be marketed? So you can read that there are 10 things which can be marketed, and these are goods, services, events, experiences, person, places, properties, organization, information, and ideas. I will give you few examples here, one or two I will take in this, and then we will move ahead. For example, goods are something which we really, so we buy soaps, we buy detergents, so these are goods. We buy services, we go to a doctor, we go to a lawyer, that is a service. We see events, for example IPL, you must have gone and maybe seen few matches, so that was event, that was marketed, and you paid money, you went there and saw that match, enjoyed it. You, lot of time you market experiences. Now this is what is interesting. How can experiences be marketed? Friends, for example, you are going on a holiday and there is a travel agent who's trying to sell you a holiday package. Now tell me, what is it that that travel agent is trying to sell you? Is that travel agent trying to sell you a hotel booking? Is that travel agent trying to sell you a train ticket or an airline ticket? No, the overall package is an experience, because you want to go on a holiday and you want to come back with a great experiences. And that experience is something which that travel agent should be very clear that what he is doing. So that travel agent is basically selling experience. And this is what, look at those advertisements of Kerala tourism, Madhya Pradesh tourism, UP tourism, what those advertisements are telling you. They are telling you that come to our state, come to Kerala, and you will have a wonderful experience there. And this experience is what is marketed. So maybe you can say that that travel agent was giving a service, but that service was targeted for a experience. So you should be very clear that what is your core product here. Your core product here is experience, and that experience you will keep in mind. You will do good as a travel agent. A travel agent whose particular that his or her customers should have good experience, that travel agent will be a successful travel agent. For example, places. So we market places also. There's a lot of uh, 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 homes or builders or properties which are, so they are just marketing places, or lot of time government is also marketing places. For example, they are saying come to Gujarat and invest in Gujarat, and that is that will give you good results. So that is there. That is properties, your home, you buy homes. Organization, for example, Tata. Okay, Tata has, the Tata group has lot of companies. They are into automobiles, they are into different companies, hotels and whatnot. But Tata wants to make a corporate brand name. That Tata, wherever you see this name, you have to trust us. And that is where the organization of Tata is marketed. Information, for example, let's suppose you are a pathology lab and you want to market your pathology lab. Pathology lab is where people are going and getting their medical test done. Now, what is that pathology lab is marketing? That pathology lab is basically marketing information, because when you go to a pathology lab, you are interested in correct and perfect information which is coming from there, and you are paying money for that. You are not interested what kind of paper on which that report is, or maybe how was that machine looking, how was the atmosphere there. Obviously there has to be neatness, cleanness, because that will really affect the information which is coming out of my blood test or something which I'm getting. So you must understand, any company which is making a pathology lab machines, that company is basically marketing information, ideas. So ideas are very important. Government organizations, for example, police had put lot of hoardings that don't drink or drive, don't drink and drive. So that's an idea. Don't follow all the traffic rules, that is an idea. So police or the traffic police is trying to market lot of ideas. So friends, this is what is marketed. Maybe I have made something. Persons, yes, this we see every day. Lot of politicians, they market themselves. But it is not only politicians who market themselves. It is movie stars, cricket stars, all these people, these all the models, they market themselves, because that is where they have their value which they are proposing. So that is there. Now look at this. So either your offering is one of these, or it's a package which is, for example, as I had told you, that a travel agent is trying to market experience, but that travel agent is a service provider. So that travel agency is a mix of experience and service. So any product which is marketed is either out of these 10 products or 10 offerings, or a mix of these offerings. Now let us understand one very basic concept of marketing. It is called 4 P's. Anyone who has studied marketing has studied 4 P's. Now what is 4 P's? Now this is very interesting concept. This is called marketing mix. Friends, this term mix is very important here for you to understand what mix is. So mix is something which that thing is made of. For example, if I ask you, can you tell me what is a mix of a cake? You will say, okay, let me try and answer this. So cake has milk in it, cake has some flour in it, let's say cake has sugar in it, and these things make a cake. So the mix of that cake is that flour, that sugar, that milk. So lot of things, that essence, vanilla essence or a pineapple essence, that is a mix. So I can now tell you that mix word is something which that is made of. Okay, anything which is made of that is the constitute, or something which is made of is a mix. So cakes mix is that flour and sugar and everything. Now let's come to marketing mix. So what is marketing mix? Marketing mix is something which marketing is made of. And to keep things very simple, we have kept here four things which marketing is made of. So this is what marketing mix is. So marketing mix, the first P is product. Product, friend, is there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things, and when we'll study product in detail, I will tell you that what product is and what product mix is. But to start with, you can say that we need to have products. We need to decide on the variety of products. What kind of, for example, Pepsi or a Coke comes in different types of bottles. It comes in, let's say, a smaller bottle, a larger bottle. So that's a variety, and then it comes in different flavors. The cold drink which is offered by Pepsi comes in different flavors. So there is that variety. What kind of quality you want to have in that product, what is the design, what is the features, what will be the brand name, what is the size, what is the service, warranties, returns. So these are all part of product which is offered. Now if I can let you remember that initially we started this class with the concept of value, and I told you in the definition that creating and delivering value is marketing. So here if you look at this P of product, this is called value creation. Here I am creating a value. Now let us come to price. So price is, what is the list price or the MRP as we say? Is there any discount? Is there any allowance? Is there any payment method? Is there some? So there are a lot of things which are related to price. So when I am deciding this, this is what price mix. So this is what price mix is. Price mix is the exchange of value. So I have a value and customer is giving me something which has value for me. Usually that is the money. That is the money that customer is paying me, and I am giving the product or the service. So here you see that the value is being exchanged. So I can say that the second P of 4 Ps is the exchange of value. Now promotion. You have something of value, you have priced it also, but you need to tell your customer that you have that and you want to give this product or a service or idea or those 10 things to them. Now you need to have promotion, and this is what promotion makes. This is, there is what advertising, sales promotion, public relation, direct marketing. So these are things. When we will study promotion, I will tell you what is the difference between advertising and sales promotion, advertising and publicity, etc. So these are very important concept. Now let us come to last point of 4 Ps. 4 Ps. So if I can ask you, this was, before I go to place, if this was value creation, this was value exchange, what is promotion? Promotion is value communication. We communicate the value, we tell the customers that value proposition. You must have remembered, I told you some time back what value proposition was. So this value proposition is told to customer that this is what we are offering, and this is where the promotion is, and there are ways of promoting this. Now place. Place is basically channels. Don't confuse this with this word place, that it has something to do with place. It has to do with logistics or supply chain. Place is how your product is reaching to your customer. Is the customer buying your product from a website? Is that customer buying from a shopping mall or a superstore or a retailer, or there is a direct store from where the company is directly selling to that customer. So these things is comes under place. What kind of channels? Channels is nothing but how your product is reaching your customer. That is what channel is. And then what kind of coverage your channel is, what is the assortment, what are the location, what is the inventory that the channel is keeping. So these kind of things which is covered in place. Now let us look at this 4Ps very quickly from customer's point of view as well as company's point of view. What I have told you is from company's point of view. So product, okay, this product was from company's point of view, but from customer's point of view, this is that customer's needs and wants. So their needs and wants become product. So this is from customer's point of view. Now place. From customer's point of view, it is convenience, ease of buying. Ease of buying is something which customer is looking for when you have this P which is called place. For example, let's say price. Price for a customer is cost, and that is not only the cost which customer pays out of the pocket in terms of money, but that there is also a time cost. How much time that customer is spending to get that product. Is there any effort? For example, I am not getting this product here, I have to go, let's say 20 kilometers from here and buy that product. So that going, coming back, and that it requires time, it requires lot of efforts. That is also effort cost, time cost, money cost. So that is what is the cost. So from customer's point of view, it is cost. Then promotion. For company's point of view, it is promotion. It is communicating the value to the customer, but for the customer, it is information. The customer wants to know, I have a need. Now, how can this need be fulfilled from different products? So, this is what, my friends, is 4Ps. But these days, there has been something which is called new 4Ps. Now, what is new 4Ps? Please understand, there is lot of time, there is confusion that people say that there are old 4Ps and there are new 4Ps, and that all became 8 Ps. No, it is not like that. These days, marketing is something which is looked at as a holistic business. Marketing is not something which is a department. Marketing is all over your business. Whatever you are doing for customers. If that customer is not there, your company will not exist. So anything which you are doing in, let's say, human resource, you are doing in finance, you are doing in anything else, it is all for customer. And anything which is done for customers, it is the part of marketing. So everything in business becomes marketing. So that is why you have people. Okay, now this is because maybe you have lot of marketing plan, good marketing mix, good 4Ps, you have done all the working on there, but you don't have good people to execute that plan. Can there be good marketing? No. So people are very important in marketing. Usually this used to be the HR division of a company, but these days this has become very important part of marketing. So maybe we marketeers have taken this in marketing processes. Okay, processes is you have a plan, but how will you execute that plan? That is what process is. So you got to have a process. This previously was known as operations, but these days operations are very important. You have to have a process to execute what marketing is. So that is where your processes comes in. Programs. It is here that we have old 4Ps. This is where we have old 4Ps, and then you have performance. Performance is how will you judge whether you are doing good or not. So this judgment can come from, let's say, financial statements, your brand values. So these are also some kind of financial departments or balance sheets, or the value brand values are all part of your performance. But still these days, those old 4 P's are still the bedrock or the basis of marketing, and that is what we are going to study in future, how this comes in. So friends, today I have introduced you what marketing is, its definition, what are its some basic concepts, what is the concept of 4 P's. I hope you have liked it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will work on these concepts on your own also. Thank you very much.